Hello and welcome to Juneau, Alaska. Today I'm in Juneau and I love it here. I haven't been here for 3 years. I'm very excited to be back. Now it's really busy today. There are 5 ships in. Yeah, there's not normally this many. So many that my ship's tendering. It's a lot. When you get off the ship in Alaska, you are in Juneau, you are right beside everything. This is the pier, right next to whichever ship you're on. And you will find as soon as you get off, there's tours. The tours leave from there, independent ones plus the ship ones. There's independent information there, information booth. You've got diamond shops everywhere. And then we have got Pier 49 over here. This was the old site of Tracy's Crab Shack. It has moved, but not very far. It's right here. This is the new site. I'm going to be going there later for some crab. Let's check out the town. So this is the main street. On one end you've got the Mount Roberts Tramway that takes you up the hill of Mount Roberts. Then down here you've got loads and loads of stores. There's souvenirs, there are local crafts, there are loads of jewelry shops, there's mercantiles, there's food places, there's smiling people. And this heads on straight up to the Dog Saloon. We're going to take a look at some of the different things that you can find around town. And this is the tourist information right outside where all the ships dock. It's open from 8 till 5 every day. You can get loads of info about what to do in Juneau and the surrounding area. They have lots of leaflets, maps of downtown Juneau. You can get a free map here, which is very useful to have. And also friendly staff that give you a lot of info. And so this is Mount Roberts Tramway. You can take the tram from here. That takes you all the way up the mountain, like this. Right up at the top there. It's a beautiful trip up, and also once you get up there you can head out on the trails. There's lots of different lovely trails to head out at. Some highlights so when you head out to the cross, you might see some wildlife if you're lucky, some deer, bears, porcupines if you're very lucky. When you get to the top, you'll see a golden eagle. Her name is Lady. She is in an enclosure up there because she can't be out in the wild anymore, and it's $35 return. That takes you up and back. You can book it right in here. Now you'll find loads of places to buy souvenirs in Juneau. One of the best spots I think is this one, the Alaska T-shirt company. It's just across the road from the tramway, and it's good because it's big. There's lots of choices, and also they normally have some good deals. And a little tip, if you're here at the end of the season in Alaska, almost all the shops have crazy sales. So if you're here at all in September, the weather isn't going to be as nice, but it does kind of make up for it in the fact you can get bargains with lots of things just 75% off, which is pretty good. One fun thing to point out when you're shopping is a brand that I like. You can get this in almost all Alaska ports. It's called the Lazy One, and they have animal themed things that are pretty cute and funny, like I'm utterly exhausted. And lots of bears as well, and like huckleberry jam and things like this. Okay, so when you're going around Juneau, it is a great place to see bears, but if you don't see a real one, you can buy one here. You can even take a selfie with them. The Alaskan Fudge Company, run by Alaskan Family, is a nice place for fudge and sweet things, and they usually have tasters. Also, there's fur stores, as this is widely available. You can get a nice jacket like this, or you could get your own fur bikini, or I'm not even sure what to call this. Now as you go further into town, this is a Juneau classic, the Dog Saloon. It is world famous. You gotta check your sidearms on the way in. They have shows on. There's one right now. And they've got cowboys singing there. It's a bit of a rowdy good time. Now if you're a fan of beer while you're in Alaska, you should try the Alaska Brewing Company beer. They have loads of different flavors, and in Juneau you can also go into their store where they sell lots of merchandise with Alaska Brewing Company on it, and they also do a guided tasting at the brewery. $25 a person for 6 samples. So if you're interested in beer or beer related merchandise, it's the place to come. A nice spot for coffee and Wi-Fi is the Heritage Coffee Roasting Company here. Something to look out for while you're walking around that's kind of a weird feature are the garbage cans, the bins. These are bear proof, so you could actually put your hand in and press it to open it, and the reason is because the bears come in from the forest and rummage through all the garbage in town. Now there's a new spot since I was last here in Juneau, and this is in the corner, the end of Front Street, which is where you come down from the ship and then you turn along here. And that is called Deckhand Daves Fish Tacos, Wild Alaskan Fish Tacos. This little area, last time I was here, this was a little kind of park with benches, and it wasn't the most savory of areas or savory of characters hanging out here. But now it's this cool little hangout where you can get your beers at a boat, get your fish tacos and sit and chill, and there's even music. And also the Alaskan Crêpe Escape has moved from the waterfront to here, and they have great crepes as well. Another spot I like is here. This is the post office. It's also a really nice little gift shop. It's Alaskan owned and operated, and they have great gifts, and they have little hand carved things, paintings, pictures, and really, really sweet gift cards. And here are the very cute cards. Also in this little triangle across the street is the Triangle Club. This is a nice little bar, a good spot to stop for a beer or a rum, and it's also a good place if you need Wi-Fi, and it's usually pretty quiet because not everyone knows about it. Another new place since I was last here is this. It's called Poke Etc. This was a jazz bar last time I was here. It's now got Hawaiian, Filipino and Oriental food, fast food style, and they've got Wi-Fi, and it's very quiet. Just further up Franklin Street in the next corner, this is the Amount Brewery, and it looks pretty new, so you can go in and try things. They've got all sorts of things, gin and tonics, beers, wines, so if you want to try some local drinks, it's another spot. If you want to go somewhere a little fancier for dinner, this is a good spot. This is called Salt. It's modern Alaskan Cuisine. This is owned by Tracy, who owns Tracy's Crab Shack. I actually came here on my first official date with Nick, and it is very, very nice. They have fancy, nice menu, a lot of king crab, which obviously is the best, and it's very chic interior. And Rainy Retreat Books is a nice spot to come for books, especially by local Alaskan artists, and sometimes there are author book signings like today. And if you're looking for something to eat other than seafood, this is a great place I've been to several times. It's called Korea Garden. It's got full on noodles, and they have Korean, Chinese and Japanese and Vietnamese dishes, and they do very good lunch special bowls as well, and they have Wi-Fi. This next spot is a crew classic. If you're in Juneau, you probably come here. If you're a guest, don't come here. This is where all the crew go. You might see something you don't want to see. And I'm only kidding. This is the Viking, and it is a bar in central Juneau on Front Street, and it's lots of fun. Alright, so I'm here. I've got my food to take back on board for Nick. We've got the freshly made king crab from Tracy's, and we're going to enjoy it. That's it for now. See you later. So that was another great day in Juneau. I got to go around town, see most of my favorite things. Stopped up in the Viking and met up with some old friends, which was awesome. Had a look around, did a bit of shopping, and got my Tracy's king crab to eat back on board. So I did a lot of the Alaska classics and favorites. That's it for today, and we'll see you next time.